during slide. I don't know. What's
Ooh,
the answer?
I wonder.
Oh, what's the answer? The answer. I think people are guessing before it even goes on the chat. Guys, you have time. I want to tell you guys that you do have time, so you don't have to click it before it shows up on the live. You will
Y'all,
have
if you
some
were in
time.
costumes with me, come on.
Come on. Oh, look at that great picture. Look at them. All right, we got 82 seconds.
All right.
And there is a bit of a delay, so if you joined this game, you will probably get the answers before you get anything else. Before you see it on live. Yes, it is delayed. We apologize.
That's okay. That's why we have a ton of time to answer this question. There we
go. Look at that answer. Right. I prefer the Knickerbocker name other than.
I'm sure that Aishu probably would have preferred the Knickerbockers too, but that's just my opinion.
Great job, people. Great job, Poppy. But I don't know who that is.
Lindsay's brothers in second place. And then we have our 2 board members and Taylor.
Ooh, all right, let's move on to the next question. During Arabian Nights, which crew had the smallest number? What crew was it? What crew was it? Do you know the answer?
Yeah. I don't know, Jasmine, do you know the answer?
I do know the answer because I already did this. But it's great. Come on, you guys got it. All right. Again, there is a delay, so you don't need to click the answer before it shows up on the live.
You don't need to worry about timing because you have a lot of time.
Yes, you do have a lot of time.
The thing is, I know for me and other board members that are in the Kahoot, I'm answering the question when it shows up on the WebEx, not when it shows up on the live.
Okay, okay.
So there's a couple answers that'll be ahead like that.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's get these answers in.
I don't know how many people are in it, so.
If you have just joined us, the game pin is both in the chat and at the bottom of the screen. You can join in the middle.
Props. It was props. How many people were in your crew?
I had, including myself, I think it was 4 other people, one of the 2. And we did all of these props. So props to my crew because that was a lot of work.
That was a joke there. Did you hear it? Props to her crew. All right.
We have, Kaden at the top. You know, that's pretty fitting for, the question.
That's true. All right, let's move on. What year was Ford Model T that was used in Bonnie and Clyde made? What year was it made in? Huh? What year? All right. Yeah, it's great. Let's see, what year? I don't know.
You didn't know earlier either.
Okay, don't need to do that.
I just want everyone to know that when Jasmine took this quiz, when I made it, she got 14 out of, the original 25 we had. So
I did well. I'm good at this guessing. Thanks,
Liv. I took all of these pictures from the
pictures.
And I'm glad that they were there. Otherwise, this would be a very boring Kahoot. I took some of them from the Facebook too. If you guys aren't following our Facebook page, you should because it's pretty helpful.
On there, yeah. Also, if you guys are just joining in now, you can still join the chat or still join the Kahoot. The pin is on the bottom. All you got to do is join. Type that in and you can get in there. Ooh, 10 people got it right. A lot of people thought it was,
wow.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was 1932. I wonder why. But 10 people, good job to the 10 people who got it correct. Let's see.
And we have Thomas at the
is in the
top.
lead.
And then we have
second
Ellie,
place.
Shelly, I assume that is, Kaden, Taylor, and then Christina.
Oh, look at you guys go. You guys are great. I'm sorry. My baby brother is eating dinner at the table here. So thank you. He's
How
just
many
being
moving
polite.
walls were there in Clue?
How many moving walls? One was a great question. It's a good question. If you really paid attention to it.
You gotta have big brain.
Yeah. No points, gang.
Ian
Oh,
McBride,
what?
I'm very disappointed in you.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, just you.
Just me. You know what? You're trying. You know what? I believe in you, Ian McBride. I really
You got
do.
this.
Yeah, you got this. Come on, you got it.
He was doing numbers during this. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Or not numbers. I said numbers. Proof. Close enough.
Proof. Jeez, proof. 4. There's
that one was
4.
pretty split too.
They both went in, and then one went out. There you go. Boom. 4. Let's see who's in the lead. It's Thomas.
Henley
That makes
again.
sense.
And Cassie. Wow, all the props girls are getting up there. I'm so proud of you guys.
Good job, guys. That's great. All right, let's move on to the next question. What was the final headline in Act 2 of Bonnie and Clyde? What was it? What was projected on the screen? Ferris disagrees with that answer. Brooke, apparently we got that
wrong. My midnight brain last night could have counted wrong.
There's probably
Definitely didn't do this last minute, you guys, at all.
You know what? We're good. This is just meant for fun. Oh, good here.
You know, I think the headlines and the projection part of that show was super cool, and I'm super glad we got to do that because I think that made it a lot better.
Yeah, it made it look really cool.
They frolic in the fields, yes.
There you guys go. Look at those answers. 26 got it correct. 21 got it incorrect. Let's see the scoreboard.
And the leaderboard has updated again. We have Thomas in first still. And then we have Cassie, and then Sierra, Aishu, and Ava, and Mrs. Bonell, our first appearance on the leaderboard.
Yeah. Look at them go. That's great. Great, guys. All right, let's move on. True or false? The stage crew was able to get the set of proof up in under a minute. Where were you? I know. Brooke, do you know this answer?
We were there.
I know. This was a stressful time, but it was
I
good.
couldn't find any pictures of this show because they were only rehearsal pictures. And so, Regan, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. A lot of these pictures are of you, and they might be not the best. Ooh,
Four people got almost everybody. Good job.
You're
I think
so
the
close to
fastest
getting a
time
full
was,
sweep.
Yeah, I think the fastest time was like
45
seconds. Like 45 minutes or 40 minutes. Geez,
45 minutes.
25 minutes to get that up. No, 45 seconds.
So the leaderboard is still the same.
Ooh, look at that.
And 4 players have reached answer streak 3. Good job.
Good job, guys. All right, let's move on to the next one. Here we go. How many seniors were on crew for Bonnie and Clyde?
Well, we do have a lot of seniors in the drama program.
We do. We do have a lot of seniors.
Proof was really good. Jody Schroeder.
I loved
I think
it.
we did really
I
well,
loved
and I'm
it.
very proud of all of the actors that were a part of that, especially, you know, Liv, who stepped up in that. I think that was really impressive too.
Yeah, that was really impressive. That was great. I loved that show too.
All right, we have 84 seconds left, and 29 people have answered.
Yeah. How many
I
people
also
are
love
on
that picture of
traveling
drama board.
that one?
Hmm?
How many people were on crew for that, or like on traveling for that? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Comment in the chat if you were in the traveling crew.
Yeah, for proof.
That is no. It was great. Don't listen to him. He said it was okay, I guess. Come on.
Oh, hi Paisley.
Paisley.
Okay.
One person. The one
30
person was
Four
Brooke
people got it
Byington.
right. I appreciate you guys. I was the only senior on crew for Bonnie and Clyde.
Which is surprising.
Okay.
But it was
We
true.
have
All right.
Thomas in first place, Sierra in second place, and Cassie in third place, and then Christina in fourth, and Aisha and Ava bringing up fifth place.
All right. All right, let's move on. All right, what type of medal did Mustard have during Clue? I'm sorry, Colonel Mustard.
Barish, I think you
Which one
think he was
was
a snappy dresser only because he dressed like you.
he dressed like me?
No, he
No,
no, Barish said in the chat that he thinks Hal was a snappy dresser, and I think that's just because Hal dresses like him.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's true.
All right, we have 9 answers or 14 now, 88 seconds.
17. All right, guys. What? That scared me. Just a whole bunch of books fell over. It's fine. Everything's
This
fine.
is a really, really hard question to get right, but I believe in you guys.
I got this answer right.
No, you can do it.
I got this one right. Did we give them? I mean, it's Brooke.
It is mine. It was mine.
It is hers.
I had to put some hard questions in there for you guys. Otherwise, it wouldn't be fun.
I got this.
39 seconds left, and we have
really
46 answers. We are waiting for a couple more people.
Few people who didn't go. Okay, I'm gonna move on because nobody is answering. All right, here we go.
Yeah, wow, I'm
People got
surprised
that right.
you guys got that right. Yes, it was my Union Grove runner-up forensics medal from sophomore year.
Ooh,
All
Sierra
right, we
gets
have,
in the first place.
yes, and with Christina bringing up second, Thomas in third, KT Mom in fourth, and Cassie bringing up last. Katie Guth
Yeah.
climbed the highest with 12 places. Nice.
Nice. All right. True or false? Ted never actually shoots his gun in Bonnie and Clyde.
I think that's a really good picture of Louise.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at the hat.
I'm very disappointed that you didn't know the answer to that last question, considering it was your prop and you were responsible for it. All right. 13 answers.
I'm really
9
laughing to
seconds.
this Kahoot music.
I wish I could hear it.
It's great.
It's okay, I'll just read your mind.
All right, I'll give it a little bit more time. There we go.
Ooh, that was almost split.
That was almost split.
Ted's gun was fake.
They were fake. Of course they were fake. Okay, Sierra,
Is in
streak of
first.
7.
Nice. We have a new player on the leaderboard, Rwanda's mom, bringing up last. Good job.
What book was Claire reading in proof? Liv just got excited for this question. You can't see her, but her arm was waving all over the place.
I had a really hard time picking the book for this one because Mr. Barish wanted it to be the right book, and it had to be perfect. And it was a difficult one.
It is your time to shine, Liv. It is. I love this picture too. It's a great picture.
I think this is a wonderful picture.
Yeah.
All of the pictures that I could find from proof were just top notch.
I think it's a great picture.
I really did read the book. I have the book. And I read it. But...
Okay. All right, I'm gonna move on, just so we can keep going. All right.
Wow, I'm impressed.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Let's see. Let's look at Sierra still. We got this. All right.
Oh, Thomas is coming back up on the leaderboard.
Here he goes. All right, let's continue. For one scene, what did Noah use instead of his gun during Bonnie and Clyde? This was during a certain
hilarious moment.
This was during a certain show.
I remember sitting up in the light booth, watching this happen, and I put my head in my hands and I just sighed because
you guys can't see Brooke's face, but it's hilarious. It's just like, but this had a lot of good improvising here.
You know, it's not as bad as all the improvising we had to do when he broke his nose, so it's not terrible.
Guys, get those answers in.
I think my favorite part of this moment was Aishu's reaction after she came through the door, because
all right, we're gonna move on.
It was priceless. Yes, ooh, it was a ukulele because the gun was in the wrong spot. But
all right, let's
hilarious.
Let's see this.
Okay. Oh, we have Addie on the leaderboard.
Nice. All right. I think we're nearing the end though. How many jury award nominations did Bonnie and Clyde receive?
Now this is specific. How many nominations, not actual awards, did
win? Yeah, not
nominations,
winners, but nominations. Yes. Oh, I love that picture. That's such a great picture.
I do like that picture a lot. That was a really good one.
Yeah. The one, I remember when we were rehearsing this and how awkward it was just to stand there and freeze, like. Also, I think for one of the
watching you guys just stand there and freeze because it was so interesting.
For one of the shows, I remember just I froze weird, so it was kind of like I was like this. Oh, look at that!
That was pretty equal across. Yes, we received 9 nominations, and I thought that was pretty cool. All right,
let's look at this. Ooh, Addie passes Thomas and Christina. All right, let's move on. Of those nominations, how many jury awards did Bonnie and Clyde receive? That is This is receiving. How many did we receive? Question.
How many
Oh,
did we
look,
get?
look
is
at that
such
picture.
A cute picture. I love that picture so much.
Everyone's so happy. What a time. You know, I always think about how lucky we were to have that show, because if we had it the weekend, if we had a 2-weekend thing, we wouldn't have been able to because of Corona.
Exactly.
So I think it's really cool that we were able to do everything. That's awesome.
I think we got really lucky. Looks like that 2-show day really did pay off. All right, we have 42 answers and 1 minute left. Let's get a couple more in before we continue.
All right, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna do it. All right, here we go.
Yes, good job.
People got that right. Good
3
job,
of them.
guys.
I'm surprised you guys all got that one.
Oh yeah, Brooke got one. Congrats to Brooke.
We got
Woo-hoo.
outstanding stage manager. We got outstanding orchestra, which I thought was really funny because, well, rehearsal tracks. And we got best overall design.
It was cool because, I mean, the projections were amazing. So, all right, let's look at this. All right, we got Sierra in the lead
Carrying on
still.
the leaderboard again.
All right, let's continue on. What brand of wine did Catherine receive from her father?
Thank you, Regan, for giving me this question at like 11:30 last night because I was really struggling to think of ones for proof. Fun fact, these are all real wine brands, but I had to Google them because I don't know any wine brands.
My brother's trying to sing. Sorry, Ben. We got 41 answers. 42 answers.
Come on.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Let's
You
do
got it.
this.
Oh, 44.
Let's get to 45. Ah, there we go.
31
Yes.
people.
I didn't know they made wine in Wisconsin. That's the only line I remember from that show.
That's why I know it was Great Lakes, because I was like, Wisconsin. All right, let's see this leaderboard. Ooh, Addie gets into second place.
Woohoo! Maybe she can
Right.
beat Sierra.
How did the cat run across the stage in Clue? This cat.
This was my favorite.
This cat was amazing. I loved this
to
cat.
Regan for being my undercover crew member during this show and taking over my job for a night because of date for marching band.
This was a great thing. This was great.
Yes.
I loved the cat. And I remember the cat always kept popping up too, like later in different shows. Even in different shows, it would just be there in the drama room.
Oh, a fun fact if anybody was wondering. I doubt you were, but the same contraption we used to drop the cat from the ceiling in Clue was also used in Arabian Nights to drop the meat from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to figure out a different way to do it.
I mean, it worked. It looked nice. It worked. So you. All right, we got 44
answers.
I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. All right.
Yes. Good job. It was not a real cat. Whoever's the two of you that answered that.
Yeah. All right.
That was supposed to be a free.
Let's see. Anyone changed?
Nope.
It stayed the same. All
You're
right.
leading with 13,000 points.
True or false? The giant bird puppet in Arabian Nights was fully hand sewn. Oh, that's a great picture. That's a good picture. You could kind of see the bird in the background.
That bird was so tall, and I feel really bad for the people who had to handle that like during the show because I was always afraid it was gonna like fall over.
I remember you building that or like
Mm,
putting that all
don't
together.
remind me.
It was a great time. I really like fabric.
I want to give a shout out to everybody who helped me make that bird because that was painstaking, and you guys are with me through the whole thing. Ooh, it was false.
go.
I had Taylor Walters use a sewing machine for the big outline of it, which kind of saved me a ton of time and hand cramp because I don't know how to use a sewing machine. So, all right,
let's see. Addie in third place. Woo, woo, woo.
We have KT Mom.
And why isn't it loading? Sierra! Yes, Sierra! That's my
Sierra
birthday!
with 12 out of
That's my
16.
birthday.
And we have 2 runners up. I couldn't see who they were, but good job, you guys.
Good job, guys. That was
Kahoot
fantastic.
Banquet 2020.
We got more coming in for you. All right. Now that that's over and we kind of did all of the Kahoot time, we're going to X out of that. Woo, great job, guys. Now we're going to move on to the Westies. The Westies are student nominated. So they are chosen by the students. And yeah. Hold on. I just got to make sure that it's loaded. All right. So, Westie Awards. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I'm having technical difficulties. Okay. All right. We're going to try this again. Here we go. All right. Westie Awards. So this one is for a great person. I mean, obviously they're all great. I have to hold on. I just gotta pull this up on mine because it is not loading on this one, and I don't know why it doesn't do anything. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're all good. All right, so this person was nominated because they did a great job acting on stage and having to fall a lot on stage. Person's great, amazing, fantastic. Also, took him home a bunch of times. This one goes to Best at Dying on Stage. Ellen, congratulations for your Westie Award.
Good job.
Great job. All right. This next one is going to two of my favorite people. They're amazing. They go to homecoming together every single year. It's the best couple that never was. Regan Carter and Brooke Byington.
Yeah,
She's amazing.
I love them both, and they are truly the best couple that never was. All right. Moving on. The next one. This one, I wasn't sure to share because I was a little confused on why, but I really like this one and how it was worded. So this was nominated by Molly Riccadelli, who I love and adore. So great job, Molly, for nominating this award. This person works really hard and truly is most likely to be God disguised among humans. Thomas Henley, congratulations on this one.
Yes.
Amazing.
Great job, Thomas.
All right.
Okay.
My turn. This award was nominated by, I believe, Miranda Anderson, correct me if I'm wrong. But it's for somebody who's super positive, always super helpful. The Tigger Award goes to Maya Miner. Good job.
Woohoo!
I personally picked that that name because I love Tigger. I'm not ashamed of that. Okay, next up. This award, though not nominated by me, is one that I feel is very deserving. All of them are, but this person was super, super helpful to me when I was stage managing Bonnie and Clyde, and she really stepped up to the plate. So the Firefighter Award for managing the house during Bonnie and Clyde goes to Taylor Walters.
Good job,
Yeah,
Taylor.
Taylor! Woo!
All right, and then finally, this next award goes to somebody who is just one of the most unique people I have ever met, I want to say. And I don't really think you could ever find anybody else like him. He's hilarious. He always has a smile on his face, and I can always count on him to do something stupid and make me laugh. Most likely to be commemorated in a museum goes to Sam Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam! Woo! All right, now it's my turn. This is Liv. You guys can't see me, but you can hear me. So this next one goes to a very memorable member of our senior class this year, who at times could maybe use a little extra spatial awareness. So most likely to sit on the light board goes to Noah Godfrey.
Because that was great. That was a moment.
All right. So this next winner is someone who's I hold very dear to my heart here. She's another member of our senior graduating class here. And you know, she has some interesting taste, some that some may criticize. So with no further ado, we have TV static drinker to moron Linear.
Yeah!
Yay, Lauren Linier.
Oh my.
TV static
Something
drinker.
else.
All right, so this last one that I'm doing goes to someone that I had the great pleasure of working around a lot during Bonnie and Clyde, and it truly does say a lot. He's such a funny guy. Working with him was great. So the funniest guy around, Michael Phelan. Woo!
All right, moving on.
All right. My turn. Am I unmuted? Yes. Okay, perfect. So this next person that we're presenting is someone who has worked her butt off trying to grow the program in the groups of people that can't really do it very much because it's a hard job. So the lights wizard goes to Miranda Anderson.
Good job, Miranda.
All right. Next, we have someone who's always happy and always a fantastic presence to be around. The Glass Half Full Award goes to Evan Hansen. And finally, someone who has picked up yet another board position after her own, the host with the most, Liv Bonell.
Good job, Liv.
Woo! Good job, guys. For all of you who won Westy Awards, we will be dropping off a few things at your house, just like a little award, as well as the certificate that you saw on the screen. So congratulations, guys. Thank you for nominating everybody. And yeah, I guess we'll move on to the next thing. So let me get out of this. Congratulations, everyone. Okay, we should be moving on to the senior superlatives. There you go.
Are we good? Yeah.
Yep. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
I will be starting. So, this first person, his work has been unprecedented, and his talent has been noticed. Most likely to win a Jerry Award, or I'm sorry, Tony Award. Noah Godfrey.
Woo!
Woo!
Yay!
And finally, for me at least, this person I've got to know a bit during Bonnie and Clyde. He's a pretty cool guy. And the Drama Dad Award goes to Luis G.
Woohoo!
Good job, Louise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
twin.
Luis.
Woo!
Yeah. Come on, man.
I apologize. I had to unmute myself, otherwise you could not hear what I was going to say. All right. You know, a few times. This one I've known for a longer time than I've been in drama. I have not seen him his freshman year, but I did see him in Shrek, and from there I've seen him. So from his position in Shrek to his position in Bonnie and Clyde, I think he has done a wonderful job just growing as an actor as far as I can tell. So for most improved, you get Nate Crone.
Woo!
Nate!
Yeah,
Woo!
Nate.
Good job, Nate.
All right. For this one, these are two people I have gotten to know a lot more the last 2 years. And they are by far the closest people I've really known in drama. And for bestest friends, it goes to Lauren and Madison Lorenz.
Yeah, Lauren and Madison! Let's go!
That's the cutest.
All right, and last for me, but certainly not the least one of mine, is our drama mom. I have known this person. She is amazing. I love her. She is always there for me, at least for me. I know she's usually there for everyone else. She usually is prepared in ways that nobody really understands or knows. She'll have band-aids at random points in time. She'll be, I don't know, she has everything that you need. It kind of gets interesting sometimes. And drama mom award goes to Jasmine Erickson.
Jasmine!
I think it's my turn. Yeah, all right. So this person I have grown to know pretty well actually, and I'm very glad I got to meet him. I got to know him more as I got inquire like that I yeah. This is most likely to become internet famous, and this goes to Zach Dolinar. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah! Woohoo!
Yeah.
I'm a really awkward person. I apologize. All right. Um, the next one is someone who I I don't know. She literally is so amazing. She puts her heart and soul into everything she does, and like she's freaking fantastic. Most likely to win an Oscar. This goes to Regan Carter.
Woo! Go
Yeah!
Regan! Even though
Woo, Regan.
Yeah. All right, and last but not least, this person actually I live close to her, and I've gotten to know her so well. I've known her, I think, since middle school, I want to say. Um, and she is the most relatable person I think I have ever met in my entire life. And she is just amazing and so fun to be around. But the biggest case of senioritis goes to Sophie Houseworth.
Yeah, Sophie.
Yeah, Sophie.
Sophie.
All right, so I think it's my turn now, yeah? So we've got a tradition where the seniors have an opportunity to say goodbye to everyone, impart some words of wisdom. Usually we do it in person, but obviously this year is a little bit different. So they all submitted their videos to Lauren, who edited them together for us to share tonight. I will tell you that I did have to make some edits to the video because it was really long. It was like 40 minutes long, and that was a little too long. So we chopped it down to make it a little bit more manageable. And we are going to take a look at that tonight. However, we will be posting the full unedited version of everybody's videos to the Facebook page and some YouTube links. And I will encourage you to get out and check it out because there's some really awesome stuff for you guys to see. So if you give me a second here, I'm going to pull that up. Try one more time. Here we go.
Hi guys, it's Jasmine, and I am graduating. Next year I will be attending UW Stevens Point, and I will be rooming with Sierra, which is awesome because I'm super excited and I love her. I will be majoring in education, which I'm also super excited for because I love working with kids. I have younger siblings and I love them a lot. And yes, I had to include them in my senior speech because I love them so much. One thing that drama means to me is stress because although all of the productions I've been in have been super fun and exciting, they have also been super stressful, but I guess in the best way because I love staying busy and I don't know, I love the energy that you get from being on stage or working backstage and just making this beautiful thing come to life. And that sounded really cheesy. Drama also means family, which is also super cheesy, but I've just met a lot of really cool people through the drama program. I actually wasn't going to join drama, even though I really wanted to. My freshman year, I didn't audition for the first two shows because I was terrified. And then Sierra was like, Jasmine, you promised that you were going to do this, so you better audition for Peter Pan. And I did, and I got pirate number 3. I'm actually very happy about that part. It made me come out of my comfort zone. One thing I also remember about that show is how I was the only female pirate out of all of the guys, and I was so scared because I was a little freshman and everyone was taller than I was. I mean, people are still taller than I am now because I am pretty short, but you know, whatever.
Hey guys, it's Laura Minier. I'm going to be attending the University of Wisconsin Stevens Point in the fall with a major in biochemistry. The goal is to either work in pediatrics or become a pediatrician, so we'll see how that goes. My favorite memory on the West stage would be the stage itself. The stage itself to me wasn't just a bunch of boards plastered together. It was a dance studio, a picnic table, a place to make new friendships or rekindle old ones. It was a cartwheel space or even a jungle gym. It was a nap space. It was my getaway space. The stage is where I met some of my best friends. It is the place where I've met amazing people that will grow or are growing to be absolutely incredible individuals. And the drama program has grown me as a person. I am more independent. I have more responsibilities that I can take care of. And honestly, it has prepared me for the future. So I have to say thank you to the drama program and all the people that have gone through it, or how I have been viewed or treated in the last 4 years, because it has been amazing. So if you're watching this, I want you to keep going in whatever makes you feel passionate and whatever you love, because honestly, it's worth it. So thank you, West End players, for being a part of me and letting me be a part of you.
Hi, I'm Olivia Bonell, and I will be continuing at WCTC in the esthetician program starting next spring. I want to thank this program for the laughter and tears it's brought, all the friends and memories it's given me, and especially all the opportunities for growth and learning that it's offered. Further, I want to thank my parents for putting up with having a theater kid in the house, especially having had two this past year. It's not easy. Beyond that, I would like to thank everyone who has inspired my growth and creativity here, which is truly every single one of my peers. In some way, you have affected my journey here and pushed me to grow in some way, and I have learned so much from all of you. Thank you. I remember little freshman me at my first drama banquet looking up at each and every one of those seniors getting up there and just looking at them in awe. They were what I wanted to become, and in many ways I have fulfilled that. Here's my best advice from 4 years summed up as quick as I can. Always keep learning. The best thing you can do in this program is keep pushing yourself to learn, grow your knowledge base. There's so many life skills between working with people, working with building and fixing things, problem solving. There's a million life skills you can learn throughout your time here. Respect yourself, know what you deserve, know your limits, and stand by them. All the while, hold yourself accountable. And lastly, never stop loving it. There will be trying times and situations, but learn from those and grow. You may not want to push through it, but as long as you know that you love it, that will never stop you. I want to leave you now with a quote I've carried through my heart in my experience here. It really is a great summary of my experience in this program. It's from The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and it goes like this. I know we'll all become somebody. We'll all become old photographs, and we'll all be somebody's mom or dad. But right now, these moments are not stories. This is happening. I'm here, and I'm looking at you, and you are so beautiful. I can see it. This one moment when you know you're not a sad story. You are alive, and you stand up and see the lights on the buildings and everything that makes you wonder. And you're listening to that song on that drive with the people you love most in this world. And in this moment, I swear, we are infinite. Thank you.
My name is Brooke Byington, and I am planning on attending North Central University in Minnesota for journalism. I didn't really know how to start this speech. I've recorded it like 3 times. But I guess I want to start out by saying, wow, it has been a year. It's weird to think that 3 years ago I made the decision to join this program, and it probably changed my life. You know, Regan wouldn't shut up about it, so I did Shrek, and then it just took off from there. And if you had told me 3 years ago that I'd end up being a stage manager or props head or acting on stage, I would have told you were crazy, because I didn't think I could do things like that. But I just wanted to say thank you to Mr. Barish and Regan and the people who pushed me to be the better version of me. Thank you to Jasmine and Sierra for being awesome and supporting me and having us support each other through all this crazy. And thank you to my juniors and my sophomores and my little freshmen. You guys are so amazing, and I'm going to miss you so much next year. I know you guys are going to do amazing things, and I can't wait to see what this program has in store next year, because you guys are so talented and so amazing. Like, I couldn't even tell you, because there's no words for it. This program really did give me a second home in the middle of all of the high school crazy, even though it was stressful. I will admit it was really stressful, but it taught me things that I would not have learned for myself if I had never joined this program. So I'm super glad that I decided to drop basketball for this, because this is so much better. And if you're in a place right now where you're debating on whether or not you want to keep going with drama or whatever other thing you're doing, just think to yourself on if at the end of the day, after that last show, did you really love what you did? Because if the answer is yes, then you should keep going, because all of that stress, all of the work we put in, it's all worth it at the end if you really love what you do and you love what you create for other people. Thank you guys so much for making the last 3 years the most amazing years and making high school worthwhile, because I'm really going to miss it.
Hi everyone, my name is Regan Carter. This is my 4th year in the program, and next year I will be majoring in theater arts and communications at the University of Minnesota Twin Cities. If this speech is supposed to pass on any sort of wisdom to the underclassmen, then I would be amiss if I did not begin with some thanks, long overdue. To Emma Losey for your fearless leadership, always given with heart. To Molly Krewall, who has reminded me to get my butt in gear more times than I can count. To Nathan Barish for seeing a strange little freshman on your audition stage with a nifty British accent and daring to wonder how far she could go. To my parents and my sister, who would kill me if I did not mention her, thank you for believing in me, even when I could not. The path ahead of me is frightening, but I'm not scared, because I know that you'll be with me every step of the way. To my beautiful class of 2020, who have bravely endured so much in so little time, thank you for growing with me. Thank you for looking the world we live in straight in the eyes and not letting it overrun us or take out our spark. Our next step is uncertain, but it will not be our last. I cannot wait to see where you all will land, and I will be there in the wings, cheering you on. And to those classes that we leave behind, to carry any mention of a legacy or passing on a baton, in my opinion, is idiotic. You need no legacy. You are full of talent and potential. If I could offer any advice, it would be this. Never forget kindness. Be ambitious, be brave, be confident, and be kind. Your colleagues, your peers, and your world will thank you for it. My time as a West End player has come to as dramatic of a close as I could possibly dream. From the bottom of my soul to every single one of you, thank you, and goodbye.
Hi guys, it's Madison. I will be going to UW lacrosse in the fall, and I've really enjoyed drama all throughout high school, so I just wanted to thank you guys for an awesome 4 years.
Hi guys, it's Sophie. Uh, this is kind of a really weird experience. I hope all of you are doing well because it's just a different time. And I want to talk about my experience in drama and what I'm kind of doing after high school. Basically, I want to work after high school. I want to get right into it, and I don't know, figure it out from there, I guess. I'm so young, I still have a lot of time to kind of figure that out. And I mainly am here to talk about what drama has been like for me. And let me just start off by saying I've been in drama for 4 years. And so I've been at it for a little bit, and I've had such an incredible experience. I have met some of my favorite people through there, and it's been like my safe space when I was ever like kind of not feeling good. I know that I could always go to drama and I would be welcome there and I would feel safe there. And I could just be me, and you know, I couldn't have asked for anything more. Like, drama has given me some of my best friends, some friendships that I never expected in a million years, that I am truly just so grateful for. And yeah, I feel like I really kind of lucked out on having the good kind of high school experience. I've just been so lucky, and I hope that you guys have a just as good, if not better, experience than I did. Because I just hope that it can be that place for you as it was for me. And it's crazy that I'm here, like, once being a freshman and now being a senior giving this speech. But the time truly does go by so quickly. It doesn't feel like that at first, but it absolutely does. So I just would say be with your friends, be with the people who you love, because it's everything. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Barish. Thank you, everyone in the drama department. You guys have made my life just so much better by being in it. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I hope you guys are surviving quarantine all right. My plans for after high school are going to be going to UW Stevens Point, and I'm going to be majoring in business and communications. My favorite part about drama is probably going to be just being a part of the costumes and makeup crew. I learned how to do so much in that crew. Like, I didn't know how to sew, use a sewing machine, or even know how to make a costume from scratch. Like, that idea itself was insane to me freshman year. But now I know enough to make one from scratch. So, and most of my memories from drama include being a part of costumes and makeup crew. Like, I remember the first time I used shoe polish on someone's hair. It was Max Erickson, for Curious Savage, and I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I don't remember who gave it to me. They were just like, put gray in his hair, and I was like, okay. Like, nervous freshman me didn't know what I was doing. But I remember, I think I used a toothbrush somebody brought in, and it was, it was just really embarrassing. But he went with it because Max is a nice guy, and I love drama. And I really loved being in costumes and makeup. But I am sad to not be able to do it in college. But I look forward for you guys to grow in the drama department and have fun next year. Have a nice day.
Hello, I hope you're all doing well. I'm Noah Godfrey, and I'm going to Grove City College to study biblical and religious studies. the most significant experience I had was, of course, junior year. The time that I, fell off the stage and busted my face. But even before that, I had blew out the meniscus in my right knee. That actually just happened in February. In February, that was operated on, at least. And that was without a doubt the most challenging time I've ever had in my life. Just like feeling this never-ending fight, like the cards were stacked against me. And I feel like that might be a similar feeling we're feeling now as seniors who we've put all this work in, and now it's like we've lost that great sense of accomplishment. Not all of it, but some of it certainly has been taken away from us. But it was the faith that Mr. Moore and Mr. Barris showed me. Their grace towards me and their dedication. I also want to thank Mrs. Granzo not just for the work she put in for Leap of Faith, of course, but for saving my butt many times while I was on stage and in both Leap of Faith and Bonnie and Clyde, where I just basically forgot what I was doing, and she saved my butt. So thanks for that, Mrs. Granzo. But my biggest thanks, and this is the last thing I'm going to say because I don't want to take a super big amount of time. I want to thank just the senior class of 2020. We are going to do so many great things, and we already have, and we will continue to. We're the same people we always were, and let's just keep getting better at that.
Hello to everyone watching this. If you don't recognize me or know who I am, my name is Sarah Fullerton, and I have been a part of the drama program since I was a freshman. And now I'm a senior, so I'm giving the speech, which honestly, I know it sounds cliche because everyone says this, but I never thought I would be here giving the speech. I worshipped the drama program. I was so invested in wanting to be a part of it and wanting to make a contribution. And wow, I think that along the way, I accomplished a lot of things that I didn't appreciate in the moment because I was so focused on being up on stage that I didn't realize how valuable the moments were when I wasn't on stage. I know that these people accept me for who I am, and that is something that I can't even describe how valuable it is. But I got it because of the drama program, and I can say that I also got so much braver. I used to be so shy, and I never wanted to be who I truly was. But now I'm planning on going off to New Mexico next year for college, and I'm going to go to a new school with a whole bunch of new people, and I'm going to make a million friends because drama gave me that skill to just jump first and believe. So thank you to the program. Thank you to all of the people I met there. And especially thank you to Mr. Barish. He gave me so many opportunities to be on stage and realize how much I loved it. And thank you to him for believing that I could do it and for always asking me how I was doing and genuinely meaning it. Because I really, really appreciated that safe space that I had in the auditorium. So thank you to everybody who's seen this, and thank you to the drama program. I love you guys so, so much. I can't wait to see what you do in the future, especially to all my fellow seniors. Bye.
All right. So we are back. Thank you very much, seniors, and thank you, Lauren, for putting that together. Again, my apologies that we did not have everybody's complete videos, but I am going to post those to Facebook and get some links to YouTube so that you guys can check out the videos in their entirety. So now we are going to pivot to some awards, and if you'll bear with me here, we've got a lot of awards. Let's take a look at them. We're gonna start from the beginning. All right, here we go. So again, it's a terrible tragedy that we don't get to do this in person. I'm glad that we're able to at least recognize all of the amazing work that went into this year and how successful it was. And the list of awards here is pretty long, which is a testament to really just how incredible the Weston players are. So without further ado, let's get into these awards, things that were earned this year. Some of them you guys already know about. For instance, our very own Liv Bonnell received her second WHSFA Outstanding Actress Award at the state contest last year. It was alluded to earlier. She actually started out as the stage manager and then suddenly had to leap into a major role in the production with very little notice. And obviously, she didn't just handle it, she thrived. And this is a very deserving award. So congratulations, Liv Bonnell, for your second Outstanding Actress Award. Ian McBride was also recognized. We talked about how snappy a dresser he was as Hal in Proof, but he was recognized not just for his fashion sense, but for his outstanding acting at the state contest as well. Danny Muntz kind of carried things for us and picked up the Outstanding Ensemble Award at the state contest. Congratulations to Danny as the father in Proof. So we actually took a pretty big crew of 25-ish folks with us to state this year. It was held at the campus of UW Milwaukee for the first time ever, and it was pretty crazy. It was very chaotic. It was not an ideal space for us, but everybody seemed to manage just fine, and this is one of the awards that I'm very, very proud of. We were recognized as the outstanding crew again this year at the festival. Again, just some really amazing stuff that happens with the sets and the lights and the sounds. It's a true team effort, and this award, I'm very proud of it. Of course, we can't talk about the one act this year without mentioning this story. Regan Carter, you have to have been living under a rock to not know about this, but Regan won her fourth Outstanding Actress Award at the state contest. And you're probably thinking, four? You're only in high school for 4 years. Yeah, that's right. She won it every single year. And that's impressive on its own right, but more impressive is the fact that no one in the history of the program, of the State One Act, has ever done that before. And she should be incredibly proud. We are incredibly proud of Regan. And again, another team award for, I got to go back and do the math, and I should have done that before I started here, but I'm pretty sure this was our 8th, maybe it was our 9th straight Critics' Choice Award at the state contest. That's the top award given at the contest, and we've kind of had a stranglehold on it. To put it into context a little bit, we've won the top award now 8 years in a row. There are not any schools in our area who have even made it to the state contest for the past 8 years. So it's really pretty remarkable. Congratulations to everybody involved. So the Jerry Awards were alluded to earlier. They actually got the number wrong in the Kahoot. They said 3 awards. Actually, 7 awards were won this year at the Jerry Awards. The first went to Brooke Byington, who was recognized as the Outstanding Stage Manager in the Jerry Awards. a very well-deserved award. Wow, what a complex show. You guys all saw it, so you know what we're talking about. She was managing a million things, incredibly deserving of this award. The orchestra was recognized as the outstanding orchestra. I know that there were some backing tracks at play, but Granzo gets them sounding pretty darn good. Noah mentioned it in the video too. She definitely knows what she's doing, so certainly a well-deserved award there. Ethan Warner was recognized as our Spirit Award winner. Each production is asked to choose one member of the cast and crew that they think exemplifies what it is to be involved in a production. And the production staff and we got together and we talked about it. And Ethan was a clear choice for everything that he did during the production. I know it was his first foray into the West End Players, but he handled it like a champ. He was dependable, reliable, enthusiastic. It was a pleasure to work with him, and hopefully we will have more opportunities to work with this young man in the future. We also took home a handful of design awards for set design, for lighting design, for sound design and costume design. And any school that sweeps all of those awards is also given the award for outstanding overall design. I think we were one of 5 schools from the state of Wisconsin to be recognized with that award this year. And that too is a testament to the amazing work that all of our crews do here at West. This is one of the things that I love most about the program. You can go to other high school programs and you will see, for example, there will be parents who come in on the weekend and build the set. Or they have a professional costume designer on staff whose job is literally to make the costumes. We're doing all of this with students. The things that you guys accomplish are truly remarkable, and these awards are, again, a testament to that. So firing through these pretty quickly here, we have a point system in the drama program. You earn points based on your participation and involvement with the different productions. The deeper your involvement in a production, the more points you earn. And you see the scale there. Once you earn 100 points, which is no small feat, you qualify for your varsity letter. Now, obviously, we're shut down here, so we'll be getting you these pins and letters in short order. Mrs. Dutel is already working on it. Shout out to Mrs. Dutel if you're watching on the live stream. After students receive their varsity letter in drama, they continue to accrue points and they earn a drama pin for every 50 points after their 100 points. Now, certainly some of these students have lettered in other activities. We have athletes, we have musicians. There are lots of ways at West to earn a letter, and students who have already earned a varsity letter from another activity will receive a pin, a drama pin in its place. So here we go. This is a short list because it's very difficult to do as a sophomore. Earning 100 points and earning a varsity letter as sophomores: Miranda Anderson, Becca Guth, and Christina Angwang. Congratulations. Juniors, it's a little bit longer of a list. We've got Anthony Bagley earning his letter, Thomas Henley earning a varsity letter and 1 pin, Kylie Martin earning a letter, Danny Muntz earning his varsity letter. Aishu Nagasunder earned her varsity letter as a sophomore last year. This year, she earned an additional 100 points to qualify for 2 pins. Charlie Ortega earned his varsity letter. Molly Riccardelli, varsity letter. And Ava Schumann mess play, 1 letter and 1 pin. Congratulations, juniors. Last but certainly not least, our seniors. Olivia Bonell earned a drama pin. Brooke Byington earned her varsity letter this year and a drama pin. Regan Carter earned her varsity letter a long time ago. She received a drama pin. Zach Dolinar, his drama letter. Jasmine Erickson, 2 pins. Noah Godfrey, his drama varsity letter. Sophie Hausworth, a varsity letter. Madison Lorenz, her varsity letter. Ian McBride, his varsity letter. Lauren Minier, her varsity letter and 1 pin. And Sierra Schuyler, her varsity letter in drama. Congratulations, seniors. So now we go to the awards that were voted on by you. And our first award, there are actually going to be 2 given out, is for the best performance in a character role. And the nominees this year are Teague Allen, Sophie Hausworth, Sam Hamilton, Michael Phelan, Alex Malone, Sarah Albers, Madison Lorenz, Becca Guth, Ava Schumann-Mesplay, and Charlie Ortega. The first award goes to Teague Allen as the beggar in Arabian Nights. Congratulations, Teague. You'll be getting an award from Geiger shortly. The second award for outstanding performance in a character role goes to Becca Guth for Trish in Bonnie and Clyde. Congratulations, Becca. The award for Best Supporting Actor. The nominees are Luis Gutierrez, Anthony Bagley, Nathan Crone, Tyler Curtin, Danny Muntz, Ian McBride, and Zach Dolinar. And the award goes to Luis Gutierrez for Ted in Bonnie and Clyde, who did not shoot his gun. The award for Best Supporting Actress. The nominees, Aishu Nagasunder, Olivia Bonell, Hema Subramanian, Paige Hebring, Regan Carter, and Lauren Minier. The award goes to, thank you for the drum roll, Jasmine, Aishu Nagasunder, Blanche in Bonnie and Clyde. Best Actress. The nominees are Katie McCaskey, Aishu Nagasunder, Lauren Minier, and Regan Carter. And the award goes to, this is a dramatic pause, Katie McCaskey, Bonnie Parker in Bonnie and Clyde. Congratulations, Katie. Best Actor. The nominees are Noah Godfrey, Ian McBride, Zach Dolinar, Tyler Curtin, and Michael Phelan. And the award goes to Noah Godfrey. Not Bonnie Parker. We'll fix that. This is actually Clyde Barrow in Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, my secretary is going to be fired. I'm my secretary, by the way. The Backstage Award. Sorry about that. The Backstage Award. Although, you know, I actually did engrave Luke Dutel's name on Jared Dutel's award one year. So, you know, the cut and paste mistake in this slideshow is easily not the worst mistake I've made. The Backstage Award. Also, 2 awards will be handed out in this category. The nominees are Brooke Byington, Jasmine Erickson, Noah Godfrey, Thomas Henley, Miranda Anderson, Kylie Martin, Lauren Minier, and Maya Miner. And the first award goes to our Jerry Award winner, Brooke Byington, the stage manager of Bonnie and Clyde. Congratulations, Brooke. And the second award goes to Jasmine Erickson, stage manager for Clue. What I love about these awards are the fact that they are voted on by your peers. So this is a recognition or a validation for all the hard work that you've put in, that not only do the audiences recognize how amazing it is, but your peers are in awe of all that you've accomplished as well. There are a couple more awards here. Every year we give out 2 Rising Star Awards. This is an award that goes to somebody who, during their first year in the program, really seems to stand out and demonstrate that there might be some pretty big things on the horizon for them. And to give you an idea, you can look at some past Rising Star Award winners whose names have been mentioned tonight as well. People like Teague Allen, Katie McCaskey, Aishu Nagasunder, Regan Carter. The first award goes to Alex Bonnell. Congratulations,
Yes, Alex! I had to pop in. Yeah!
I think that was Liv, a very proud sister. And the second award goes to Evan Hansen. Congratulations, Evan. We are looking forward to some big things from you too over the next 3 years. Congratulations, everyone. So now we are going to watch one last short video, and I would like to thank Sophie Hausworth for putting this together. This is a year-end recap, very short video, and we will come back. We will announce board for next year and the announcement of the shows we will be doing next year. Very exciting, so hold on one second while we share this.
Did I? The day has come. Tomorrow has run out of excuses. The coming years will know the way we choose is for the best. So we will go. The gowns are gone. The caps have been trodden by the crowds. As our hands begin to bend and our youth has met an end. So we will go. And as our innocence forgets us, and as our teenage sins regret us, and as our minutes turn to seconds and the past, so on we go. There will be times when the washouts will beg us all to fail, and the red love that their red hearts knew will pinken and pale. So on we will go. There will be love, as so it was before. There will be love, and so it is again. There will be heaven up above. So help me God, on we will go. There will be taxis, tears and taxes and strife. And your friends will find their husbands and their wives enrolled with delight. And so on they will go. There will be ends, there will be death and dusk and dark and mailmen. And the letters will seem dated and the dates will let her in on the fact that we're still going along. So we drive past medians and mediums and highs, hellos and such, and good days never bad. People are expected to be had. You ever found yourself thinking of the past? Medians and mediums we drive. The day is here, and the future has run out of time.
right, so I'm going to hand it back over to Jasmine for the announcement of next year's drama board, and then we will finish up with our season announcement. Jasmine, you
All
are
right.
calling the shots.
All right. Well, that was a really cute video. Thanks, Sophie. That was adorable. And I love the music in the background. That was so cute. Okay. Now, let me share my screen. Let me figure this out. Here we go. Okay, come on. All right. All right, guys. So everyone who applied this year, I sat through every single interview. And I just want to say thank you for applying. You guys are all amazing. And yeah, thank you so much. All right. The drama boards for next year follows.
So the house manager this upcoming season is someone who I had lots of experience working with this past year. She is someone who really stepped up to the leadership and helped me a lot as I tried to fill in that role. It was not easy, and she definitely was there every step of the way with me. And I know that she has big things coming for her in this role and that she will be an amazing fit. So our next season house manager is Taylor Walters. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Taylor. Good job, Taylor. Okay, my turn. So this year's scene shop supervisor is somebody who continues to impress me every day. He is very intelligent, very well spoken, and I believe that he has even better things in store for this drama program. So next year's scene shop supervisor is Thomas Henley. Good job, Thomas.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Great, Thomas.
And next year's prop shop supervisor is something I thought a lot about. I know when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing, so I wanted to give you guys some really good practice. And the person that I chose, I think, is going to be a really great fit for this job. She was with me every step of the way this year. She has grown so much in the last year in her leadership, in her knowledge, and I know that she's going to go to great places, and I could not be happier to hand off my position as prop shop supervisor to Cassie Kowalski. Good job, Cassie.
Yeah, Cassie.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Woohoo!
All right, and then for this year, we have decided to split the lights and sounds chief into two positions. So these two positions will be the lights technician, who is, drumroll please, Miranda Anderson.
Yes!
Yeah, Miranda. Woohoo!
And also, so the second part that we've split the lights and sounds into is the sounds coordinator. So the sounds coordinator is somebody who has been working up in the lights booth for a long time, especially during this year. And I'm pleased to announce it will be Maya.
Woo!
Yes.
Congratulations.
Let's go.
I went too fast. Okay, I'm sorry. You guys I already saw who was on there. But I just want to say that this person is a really hard worker, and she's amazing at what she does. So give it up for the next costume shop supervisor, Becca Goose. Congratulations, girlie.
Yes, Becca. Woohoo!
All right.
All right, and then for this year's business manager, I'm pleased to give my position to someone who I believe is definitely up to the task. And honestly, I think she will do an amazing job in this position. She has contacted me throughout the year about about my position and the program and how I run it and what I do. And so, without further ado, let me introduce you to the new business manager of 2020-2021, Christina. Woo! Congratulations, Christina!
Congrats!
Great job, girl. Woo, Christina!
So moving forward with the creative director position, I am very excited to announce our next creative director. She is someone who I had honestly, before the interviews, not known very well or spoken with much at all. But from her materials and her preparation, it was clear that she was very dedicated to this position and really had the skills that it took. And I'm sure me and Jasmine would both agree in me saying this, that she's going to make an amazing fit here, and we can't wait to see where she goes with it. Our next year's creative director will be Emily Wang. Yay!
Good job,
Woo!
Emily.
Congratulations.
All right. So, this person is overall an amazing human being. She shadowed me for most of the year, and I know her work ethic. She's really good at what she does. She puts a lot of thought into what she does. She's an amazing human being, and I love her to death. Please give it up for your Aishu Nagasunder. Yay, congratulations.
Yes, Aishu.
Really excited
Good job,
for next year. All right, and I think that's all the slides that we have for today. How do I stop?
So I think it finishes with me. We have one more presentation. Let's see if I can toggle between them. There it is. All right, so here we go. The season for 2020, 2021, maybe. And that's a big asterisk because we're living in a pretty unprecedented time. And so I have worked hard with publishers to secure rights, both to live performances of them, to recorded performances, to live streamed performances, to recorded streamed performances. There are still a lot of moving parts. Nobody seems to know what the fall is going to look like, if we will be together, if we will be virtual. And so I've never had to do a season announcement like this where it's so up in the air, but I'm trying to be optimistic and keeping in mind some backup plans. So we start out with the one-act play. And here, maybe more than ever, things are up in the air because the UW system is our host every year for the state contest. And this year it's going to be at UW Stevens Point, or rather, it's supposed to be at UW Stevens Point. This summer, the UW system is going to make a decision about what's happening on their campuses in the fall. It is entirely likely that they will decide they don't want to invite thousands of high school kids from all across the state to come to their community for a long weekend. So nobody really knows what's going to happen, what the one act is going to look like. I tried to pick something that I thought would give us maximum flexibility so that regardless of what it looks like in the fall, we should be able to go with this selection. I say should, but we'll find out. So the dates, for those of you that need to keep track of these kinds of things, tentatively scheduled for October 24th, district, November 6th sectionals, which we should be hosting again, and state, if we make it, November 20th or that weekend, again, unless things change. A little bit about the play. One reviewer said, just terrific, a profoundly moving play about adolescence, fractured families, mathematics, colors and lights, dazzling. It was the winner of the 2015 Tony Award for Best Play. That's a pretty big award. It's an adaptation of a book. Some of you may have heard of it. The one-act play for next year is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. I've been trying for years to get the rights to this production. I finally was given the contract. Unfortunately, who knows what it's going to look like next year, but for now, we're planning to move ahead with it. For those of you that don't know, the story, it's about 15-year-old Christopher. He's got an extraordinary brain. He's exceptional in mathematics, but ill-equipped to interpret everyday life. He's never ventured alone beyond the end of his road. He detests being touched, and he distrusts strangers. Now, it's 7 minutes after midnight, and Christopher stands beside his neighbor's dead dog, Wellington, who has been speared with a garden fork. Finding himself under suspicion, Christopher is determined to solve the mystery of who murdered Wellington, and he carefully records each fact of the crime, but his detective work, forbidden by his father, takes him on a thrilling journey that upturns his world. Really exciting play, very, very highly regarded, and we will be entering it in the one-act contest. Our fall play, October 16th, 17th, and 18th. There may be some overlap with some of these things with the state marching band, so we'll have to talk about what that timeshare looks like. But state marching band is during the day this year, so it's not a night performance, which means at worst you just have to do a little extra traveling if you want to participate in both. Critics say this show is packed with action, wit, and a sizable nerd quotient. The production is a delight from start to finish. It will slash and shape-shift its way into your heart. This is a show that I've wanted to do for a long time. There is an option for us to take it virtual. In fact, it was just rewritten a month ago. She Kills Monsters, Virtual Realms, written specifically to be able to be performed over WebEx or Zoom. It is a show about a young woman. It's a comedic romp into the world of fantasy role-playing games. She Kills Monsters tells the story of Agnes Evans as she leaves her childhood home in Ohio following the death of her teenage sister Tilly. When Agnes finds Tilly's Dungeons & Dragons notebook, however, she stumbles into a journey of discovery and action-packed adventure in the imaginary world that was Tilly's refuge. In this high-octane, dramatic, comedy-laden with homicidal fairies, nasty ogres, and 90s pop culture, acclaimed young playwright Qui Nguyen offers a heart-pounding homage to the geek and warrior within us all. I grabbed that from the publisher's webpage. This is an incredible show. I will encourage you guys to Google it, to YouTube it. The costumes, the props are incredible. The stage combat is ridiculous. Giant monsters, dragons, ogres, orcs, fairies. The stuff that we're going to have to do technically is really quite complex, and we're actually going to get started with it over the summer. She Kills Monsters. Check it out. In December, hopefully things are starting to get back to normal, even if the fall was a little bit screwy. We're going to be doing a show December 11th, 12th, and 13th. Critics have said it's a love letter to the original material with a swift-moving script adaptation by Ken Ludwig, one of my favorite playwrights. Everything you could want, broadly drawn characters, exotic settings, and a spectacular murder with no shortage of suspects. It's an Agatha Christie play, folks. She's not the best-selling novelist in history for nothing, and Ken Ludwig's adaptation strikes the perfect balance of the cerebral and the comic. Get on board. It's a great ride is a clue as to the title of this show. Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. Coming to West, December of 2019. Just after midnight, a snowdrift stops the Orient Express in its tracks. The luxurious train is surprisingly full for the time of the year, but by the morning, it is one passenger fewer. An American tycoon lies dead in his apartment, stabbed a dozen times, his door locked from the inside. Isolated and with a killer in their midst, Detective Hercule Poirot must identify the murderer in case he or she decides to strike again. Super fun murder mystery. Coming in December. Alrighty. Hopefully by spring, holy cow, right? We're back to normal. Things are up and running. I will tell you before I announce the spring musical that Mr. Moore and I have been working really, really hard on an awesome plan B of an original musical that the two of us are collaborating on to put together in the event that this does not work. It's something that we've been talking about and working on for a long time, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to work. And I know you guys like to predict what shows we're going to do. Don't think you've predicted this one. March 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th, we're going to cram them all into one weekend like we did with Bonnie and Clyde because, hey, it worked for us this year. A second weekend of Bonnie and Clyde would have been calamitous. So here we go. It was nominated for the Tony Award for Best Musical. This next clue is going to give it away. The music and lyrics are by Tony Award-winning composer Lin-Manuel Miranda. This is a show that takes advantage of the tremendous amount of talent and diversity that our program has been building over the years. Our musical for next year, ladies and gentlemen, Bring It On the Musical, will be done in concert with the Waukesha West award-winning cheerleading team. They're going to be helping us out with some stunts and some training and choreo, etc. Very exciting show. And for those of you that don't know what it's about, it's based on a movie from a while ago. Campbell is cheer royalty at Truman High School. Her senior year should prove the most cheer-tastic. She's been named captain of the squad, but an unexpected redistricting has forced her to spend her final year of high school at the neighboring hard-knock Jackson High School. Despite having the deck stacked against her, Campbell befriends the dance crew girls and, along with their headstrong and hardworking leader Danielle, manages to form a powerhouse squad for the ultimate competition, the national championships. West End players, that's your season for next year. Hopefully, again, it's all subject to change, and we're going to try to be really flexible. We've learned a lot this semester about how to take advantage and maximize the technology available to us. So if we have to use some of these tools to go forward, we will certainly do that, and we'll be successful. But let's also try to be optimistic and hope that we will all come back together in the fall and work to create some amazing memories. That's it for the 2019-2020 season. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for attending. Take care.